Children learn about what love looks like, what relationships look like through their parents, through their grandparents, through their families, right? They model what they learn. That's the number one way that children learn, is by example. And so when you have parents who are abusing one child and, the other child is the golden child understands that in order to maintain that status, they have to align with those parents. And what happens in the process of that? They take on very narcissistic behaviors. They don't develop the same cognitive empathy that a child who is taught to love and care for their siblings would learn. And they also learn that they should be treating that scapegoat child the same way that their parents are. That scapegoat child, there's something wrong with them, that they deserve to be treated badly, that they are the family liar and all of those different things. This is how they grow up. And then we become adults, those of us who were the scapegoats, and we go, I'm going to therapy now. I'm learning how to create boundaries. I don't deserve to be talked to this way. And we start to find our voice. And of course, then they tell us, oh, you don't sound like you anymore. Well, no kidding, because I actually have a voice. You had no idea what I sound like. Now you're learning that I have figured out my actual value, not the value you tried to sell me. And here you have your siblings who grew up in the same household. You think they're going to stand with you because they saw it all. But unfortunately, they were also made a part of it all. And it's a really hard thing to figure out and accept in the beginning, especially those of us who have gone no contact. I would have sworn my brother would have stood with me. It took me forever to figure out that he still, to this day, looks at me like there's something wrong with me, that I'm defective. Even though he knows my mother is the abuser, he has acknowledged that. There's still something in his feeling about me that there's something wrong with me. That, and he needs her love and acceptance in a way that he will never need mine. So I'm sorry that you are a sibling survivor and that you have experienced the way that I know that your siblings likely treated you. And there are a lot of us out there who have really struggled with this. I thank you for your comment, because I think your comment is going to resonate with a lot of other siblings. This supports sibling on sibling abuse. It supports siblings becoming very narcissistic and toxic. And it is the reason why when we walk away, we end up losing most times all of our relationships with all of our family members that I now call relatives. Because family, well, that's not family. Family is meant to treat us with kindness and love. They were never there. And on another note, that actually makes me think about loneliness and the loneliness that happens when we walk away and we have no one. And I just want to remind everybody out there, we didn't have anyone to begin with. We walked away from placeholders in a way, to find something and someone better to put in their place, someone healthier, to have the opportunity to build a tribe that actually cares about us and that we can give our care to in a safe space. So you might be lonely for a little while when you go no contact or low contact, but know that you were alone. You didn't lose anything. And while it feels like you've lost something, everything that you are walking away from is making space for something better.